and they shall not escape. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone, peace and salutations to the elect. I remember the Macolat from the Great Millstone Jamaica camp. You know, here again with a lesson to feed the potential elect through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Breaking news, basically. 3 U.S. troops killed in drone attack in Jordan, more than 30 injured. Now, why is it so important to bring this out? Because they are making this seems as if this is the worst thing that can ever happen to the U.S. Soldiers. But the prophets, starting with the apostles down, we are here to tell you that none of them will come back. Once you go over there, this battle start to brew, all of them is gonna be put to death. So going into the article, CNN Cartoon News Network, it says 3 U.S. Army soldiers were killed and more than 30 service members were injured in a drone attack overnight on a small U.S. outpost in Jordan. U.S. officials told CNN, marking the first time U.S. troops have been killed by enemy fire in the Middle East since the beginning of the Gaza war. We shall respond, President Sleepy Joe Biden said while speaking in South Carolina on Sunday. The killing of 3 Americans at Tower 22 in Jordan near the border with Syria is a significant escalation of an early precursor. Can't even call this word, man. Precarious situation in the Middle East. Officials said the drone was fired by Iran-backed militants and appeared to come from Syria. It is still being determined which militia group specifically is responsible. So, if you don't know which group, then how will you retaliate? Which goes to show that these men are the devil. You don't know which specific group, but you're gonna retaliate. So in other words, you're just gonna see anybody or everybody and just do what you're gonna do. Right? U.S. Central Command confirmed in a statement Sunday that 3 service members were killed and at least 34 injured in a one-way drone attack that impacted at a base in northeast Jordan. 8 injured service members were medically evacuated to receive high-level care, CENTCOM said. And I can put this link in the description box, for whosoever want to read more on it. But as I said, we are here to tell you that none of them are really gonna escape because according to the prophecies, man, what is happening now, is to fulfill the prophecies to seal the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. Isaiah 24 verse 1. Come near ye nations to hear, and hearken ye people, let the earth hear and all that is therein, the world and all things that are come forth of it. For the indignation, and we know that that words mean the anger, the righteous anger, right? Of the Lord Yahweh Shai is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, yet delivered them to the slaughter. So you see how far you American soldiers leave all the way over here in the Western world and go over in Asia, Central Asia, to be slain. It says their slain shall be. Their slain shall. Every time I'm doing a lesson, man, this. Come on, man. It says, their slain also shall be cast out, and their sting shall come up out of their carcasses. And the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as the falling fig from the fig tree. Because really, it's in the same book of Isaiah, tell you that, for every weapons of the warriors with confused knives and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Because this war that they're about to head into is a different war. This is a different game changing in war. We call them battle trench or whatever. That shit won't help you. And it's been proven, or it's been shown in the war in Ukraine, that it doesn't really make any sense, because you have drones and stuff like that that's doing what the bullets can't do, because a bullet fly in a straight line, but the drones can fly over and drop bombs. And you have videos circulating with drones, self-destructive drones flying, hitting people, killing them and stuff like that. So this war is not fair. As I can remember, the one from the London camp, James London, he was the first one that said it. This is the ultimate meat grinder that the Heavenly Father is using, because there will be nothing but dead flesh all over, man. A great supper for the creatures that that eat carcasses, right? It says, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. And all your hosts shall be fall down, as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as the falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. So Idumea is who? Esau, Edom. That's the Greek way of saying Edom, man. Right? The so-called white man. It says, the sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams, for the Lord at a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. So the slaughter is not going to only be in the Middle East, but also in America. Yeah? This destruction is Esau's destruction. But, we know that Jake, a lot of you are of your father, the devil, right? So, you're going to be destroyed in this destruction, which is not your destruction, but will be your destruction. Because you're of your father, the what? The devil. Right? So, therefore, when this judgment comes forth, and we are witnessing all the signs that lead towards that judgment being brought. And trust and believe us when we say, man, through the Spirit, man, it's not going to be nice. So all your loved ones, your brothers, your fathers, your cousins, your husbands that went into the military, into the U.S. military for edification or benefits or for whatever reason. Some of them actually went into the military not even knowing or having any good reason, having any reason at all why they had went into the military, and then they're gonna find out that shit we have made a mistake by joining this godforsaken military. It says, and the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. So this is speaking about in America, really. But it's going to happen in the Middle East. I'm going to show you. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of the recompense for the controversy of Zion. So let's get Joel chapter 2. Let's get Joel chapter 2, verse 20. And it reads, but I will remove far off from you the northern army, which is the U.S. Army. Because in the scriptures, you have two north. You have the north and you have the uttermost north. Because sometimes you read the scriptures and it speaks about the north and it's speaking about Russia. And then the next time it's speaking about America. It says, but I will remove far off from you the northern army, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate, with his face towards the east sea, and his inner part towards the utmost sea, and his sting shall come up. So all the military men, they're going to die. And his ill savor shall come up, because they have done great things that are wicked. So this is the time where the Lord, is going to send them, to get their judgment. Because the reason why America was on top was why? It's not because of righteousness. It was because that they are a powerful military going around policing the entire earth, destroying people, destroying nations, man. Putting their policies, their democratic way on people, and if anyone refuses, then they bomb them, destabilize their country and stuff like that. You understand? And we know in prophecy that None of these nations will come out victorious, saving Israel, you know, the Israel of God, really, under our Lord Yahushai. Because he's doing all of this, man. He's coming back to get his kingdom. Because the next rulership is his, you know, and ultimately his elect, which we hope to be a part of, being joint heirs in his kingdom. Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 1, the word that the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet, declare ye among the nations, and publish and set up a standard, publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces, her idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces. And you can see that clearly, you know. It says, for out of the north there cometh up a nation against her. So see, if North America is a north, this is speaking about another north. So this is definitely speaking about Russia. You know, because we know in prophecy that, you know, whenever they attack Iran, Israel gonna draw at America, you know, for the attacking of Iran. And then Russia gonna be a guard unto them. That's Ezekiel the 38th chapter. So we are well on that way, brothers. The only thing is that, you know, they're building up whatever they're building up for whatever crisis for the implementation of the MOTB, which is the mark of the you know what type of beast. Do you understand? So that's where we are in prophecy. So you have to keep your eyes open. It says, declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard, publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces, her idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast. In those days and in that time, said the Lord, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together, going and weeping, and they shall go and see the Lord their power. And we are doing that. They shall ask the way to Zion with their faces thitherward, saying, come and let us join ourselves to the Lord in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten. And that's what we are doing. My people have been lost sheep, their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. One of the ways that is that American dream, that philosophy that has been pushed, you know, on the people of the Lord, man. Now you find that Jake is in the U.S. military, fighting for what? For what reason? For no goddamn reason, man. See, let me take a line from the Allah Pastor. You got no business, Jake have no business in the white man's army, man. You know? You have no business being in the white man's army. You understand? You should be in the army of the Lord. Yeah? Oh, where was I? It says, all that found them have devoured them, and their adversary said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers. Remove out of the midst of Babylon, and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans, and be as the he-goat before the flocks. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. And this is what, when you go on the news, this is all you're talking about. Oh, different countries joining to the BRICS. No, that's an act of war against America. Whatever. Here we're reading it. We're reading it right here in prophecy. Right? He says, for lo, I'll raise up and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. And Chaldea shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, said the Lord. And we seeing what's happening with the whole border thing. We see what's happening right now. And they're going to loot, and they're going to take all the resources that are precious from America. They're going to take them. Literally. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoice, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, because you are grown fat, ye get rich as the heifer at grass, and behold, as bulls. Her mother shall be sore confounded, which is Britain. See, do you notice that A lot of them strikes against the Houthis, Britain is involved in that shit. You know, Britain is involved in that shit. It says, your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bear you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be wilderness, a dry land and a desert. Because of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished, and is at all her plagues. You understand? Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her. Spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the law. So all these nations, man, even EU nations gonna fight against America. There's something's gonna happen where these Edomite nations gonna say, yo, screw this bitch, man. Let's fire missiles at this bitch. And they're gonna do it. And it's gonna happen in its perfection. And then the beautiful thing about it is that when that does happen, guess what? Yahweh Shai and the angels will be there to deliver the elect. They're gonna come because the missiles are the army of the Lord, man. It's our prophecy. All that we're seeing right here, all this.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. Tonight, President Biden, as you just heard, says the United States, quote, shall respond following a deadly drone attack on American troops.
Hey, United States shall respond. Yeah, they shall respond because this thing is gonna get worse, man. It's gonna get worse and worse and worse, and then you're gonna find out the negative effects gonna start to affect, you know, the various countries as things gonna get worse, whether financially or whatever, you know. But it's not gonna be peace and safety, man.